Bang, let's get it. Shitty day yesterday. Really on the props. The NBA didn't do too bad. I think it went 4-3. Anyway, tomorrow we like the Denver Nuggets +2 at home versus the Bucks. We need to look at that injury report because I think that spread needs to be higher. And over 223.5. Bang, let's get it. It's also another thing is Denver Nuggets +2. The model thinks the Nuggets win outright. We like the Nuggets +2. Memphis Grizzlies to cover 7 versus Brooklyn at home. I like over 220 though, no doubt about that. And there's only think I got one or two more. It's going to be the Kings +12.5 at the Rockets, the late game, and over 222. And then Orlando Magic to cover versus the Pelicans by 7. Let's go over to the props. You know what? I want to go over the pick finder first because I need to see if everything's good over here. First off, let me put my plays in. I need to unselect that, and I want 3-pointers made. I want assists, blocks, and steals. And then I want, points and assists. Points, rebound, PRA. Rebounds, and assists. That should do it. Please work. Bang! I knew something was wrong the last couple of days. See? It sorts by the normal line now. That's how it should have always been. CJ McCollum, rebound line is at 2.5. You suck. He didn't play the last couple games though. Anyway, he's smacking this when he does play. He didn't play the last 2 games, so 8 straight. Probably even dating back even more. Let's look at the last 15 games. Last 15 games, over 2.5 rebounds. It's hitting at 87%. He averages almost 4 rebounds. And then you want it on Hard Rock. You want it on Underdog at -120. We're going to keep CJ McCollum. Let's go back. So we're legit here. 100%. Again, CJ McCollum did not play the last few games. And yet, as you can see, the top 6 lines are CJ McCollum lines. Again, I want to say he was part of the trade, right? The Trae Young trade. I didn't even go look into that. Oh wait, I'm looking right here. Yeah, Atlanta at Golden State. I'm not fucking with CJ McCollum. Like, nah, you just got there. We're not doing that. We're not doing any of that. What about Bobby Portis? 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Yes, last 10 games is hitting at 90%. He averages 24 points, rebounds, and assists over that span. We like Bobby Portis to go over 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I see it also at 20 PRA on Dabble and Price Bit, so you already know. Underdog -106 to the over. I don't mind that. CJ McCollum. Bub Carrollton, did he get traded? No, but his assist line is at 4. Look at all those pushes. We stay away from this. You won't get me like that. I don't see anything else with the hook. Let's go to the unders. Oh wait, Yami Yakz at 12.5 points. He should smack this. He missed 2 games, came back just last night and had 16 points. Outside of those 2 games, and 1 miss, he's crushing this line at 12.5. We're like Yami Yakz to go over 12.5 points. Who's next? Oh, his PRA is legit as well. It's hitting at 90% at 19.5. I don't know why I didn't look at that one. Outside of the 2 games he's missed, but as you can see here, make sure those minutes are legit. 25 minutes. He averaged 28. Even at 25, he smacked that. 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Even under his average minutes, which is 28.4. 25 here. What is that? 28, 27. 25 is the lowest where he's cracked it still. But still, I'm down. His points and his points, rebounds, and assists for Yami Yakz. Make sure I keep that. Who's next? Yami. I think I'm going. All of these are Yami Yakz lines. Look at those minutes. Look at who's out. I'm pretty sure. No, I'm not going to say pretty sure. I'm just going to look really quick. If I go to the injuries. Oh, Terry Rozier. Everybody's in the game for the Heat, so he should get 25 minutes minimum and crack that line. Let's go look at the unders because I don't see any more. You see Yami Yakz all over that bitch. Let's go to the unders and start from 90%. And it's Deron Holmes, points and rebounds at 8.5. The unders hitting that. Well, he missed a couple of games, but as you can see, cracking his under, which would have been 90% of the time he did not play over the last 10 games. Let's look at the last 15. The last 15, somebody got to be out. That's crazy. Christian Braun, Aaron Gordon, them out. So he's going to get some action with Aaron Gordon being out. Aaron Gordon is actually probable. Same thing with Christian Braun, but I think Jokic is out. He's going to get hell of a minutes. What's his average? 11 minutes is his average, and you can see he's getting 21 minutes, 21, 24, 20, you know what I'm saying? But still with those increased minutes, his points and rebounds is not eclipsed 8.5, even without Jokic. Let's do this real quick. Games without Jokic, he's the center. Still, games without Jokic, he's averaging 17 minutes per game, and he's still not cracking 8.5 points and rebounds. I got it on the last 15, but this is how many games he's missed. This is how many games he's played without Jokic. And most of them are they're all from this season, but for this year, the first 5 games this season without Jokic, averaging 17 minutes, probably even a little more. Approximately 17 minutes. He's not cracking this. I'm taking the under. Watch it go off. Who's next? Reed Shepherd rebounds and assists. He just want to shoot a couple of threes. The under's hitting at 80% over the last 10. And this is Sacramento versus Houston. Let's see him versus Sacramento. He covered once on the 3rd of December. That is kind of low. I'd be afraid of those low lines a lot. Let's look at the last 15 games. He's really not cracking this. Yeah, we're taking the under. Reed Shepherd, rebounds and assists, under 6.5. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We running with that. Let's go look at the props. What was I was doing? No, let's go to Daily Ground Fantasy on Dabble. 2 data points. Hit refresh. Ooh, not much. I thought it was a lot. Not much. I like the top 6 though. First thing I look at the odds chance to hit, because that bitch need to be over 54.2. Aaron Gordon, points and rebounds under 24.5. I'm down. Same thing with Karl Anthony Towns. If Josh, what's his name? If Josh is back, what's his name? Josh Hart. If Josh Hart is back, we take under 14.5 points and rebounds. AJ Green to hit 3 threes. He's been slacking. Bro, he's been slacking. Well, when I bet on him, copy this. I got to go look at him immediately, because this man I need to see what the hell he's been doing. This is his 3-point line anyway, but I'll look at that first. Where you at? Threes. 3-point made. 3-point made at 2.5. Last 10 games, it's hitting at 50%. Let's look at his points line, because I think his points line is usually low. And that's when I got cracked on a couple of times. Oh, you want to cover in back-to-back games? I know it's at 9.5. That's what I'm saying. Obviously, as you can see, it's only hit 4 times over the last 10. And I've lost twice on this bitch, on his points line. But the 3-pointer might be there. It's only hitting at 50%, but it's sharp. It's sharp on Dabble. Why? Because multiple books have it juiced to go over. Fliff at 145, FanDuel at -142. I don't like it. What about Nick Claxton? I don't like first points. Tyrese Maxey, 6.5 assists? I hope so. I gotta go look at this one too, because I got my ups and downs with Tyrese Maxey. And we're looking at 6.5 assists. He's not cracking this that often. We see why it's sharp, because of where the books have the odds at. But it's definitely not trending. Not saying it's not a reason to play it. Implied probability has it over, as most books have it juiced, as I just mentioned, but I don't see that as a favorite play, in my opinion. And then Joel Embiid under 37.5 points, rebounds, and assists. It depends. It literally depends, because this man here, I try to stay away from his plays, unless they got the rebound line like outrageous. But it hasn't been since he's been back. Points, rebounds, and assists at 30. I thought it said 37. It might be 37 on Dabble. It is. Ooh. The under's hitting 60% of the time over the last 10 games. He averages 40 over the last 10, despite the under hitting because of the 51, 52 here. The last 15 games, He's not cracking this. I think I like the under. He might be on the cover. Bang, let's get it. But I don't like anything else on past that. I looked up the ones I had questions about. Let's go to the models and see what they do. College basketball went. It was so many games yesterday. Let's see what it did. It went 100 wins, 88 losses, and 1 push yesterday. It's not quite where I would like it to be. Look at the last 50 games, 28 and 22. But you can see out of that 188, it just went yesterday. The last 20 was 8 and 12. Last 10 was 6 and 4. I guess those are really insignificant when it's 189 plays. Not as many today, but they're there. I won't go through those. You kind of got to try to get lucky. Play as many as you can straight. Put a few 3 picks together and get off. The props model, all the props model did horrible yesterday. This is the NBA points. As you can see, just over 53%. A ton of volume though, or enough. But yesterday it went 7 and 11. Do I need to tighten this up? That's unacceptable. It was only, I'm not going to say that we got 400 plays at 53%. I'm being greedy, but at the same time, I'm trying to be sharp. I do, however, like Jordan Poole over 11.5 points. How long is this video? I feel like I've been rambling for a long time. I do like Jordan Poole over 11.5 points. He averages 15 on the season. Last 10 games, he averaged just 13 points. As you can see, the model is 2 and 6 on Jordan Poole props, or points props, as this is the points model. And Jalen Brunson over 27.5 at minus 110. I'm down. He's slightly down off his average at 28 and at 28.7 over the last 10. Also, 0 and 2 on his points props for the model so far. And then I like AJ Mitchell over 11.5 points. He averages 14 on the season, 14 in the last 10. Look at his on the season. The model loves AJ Mitchell. 6 and 1 on this play. It's got to be one of the top plays. I won't go through all of the models because I don't want to have them. This video is already long enough. I'm gonna go to the best plays, which is a collection of all the top plays from across all models. But before that, Chet Holmgren, 16.5 points. I kind of like this. Only averaging just 17 over the last 10, and we only 2 and 2 with Chet this season. But still, speaking of best plays, let's hop right over. Make sure I hit refresh. Did I rerun this? I did. I love that the value plays, which was the lower of these three, it's actually hitting at 57% with crazy volume because most of the plays are or do fall under value plays. Anyway, we do have a 3-pointer at the top is Jamal Murray. This odds are going to be shitty. 3-pointers props usually go on the parlays for me because the odds are usually skewed. But Jamal Murray over 2.5 threes. Andrew Wiggins over 11.5 points. Jordan Poole, we went over 11.5 points. Josh Hart is back. His rebound line is at 6.5. The model likes him to go over. Norman Powell, I think this line moved. Did he smack yesterday? Bro, I had those plays. None of those Miami Heat players went over those low-ass lines yesterday. Khalil Ware, the other kid, Perry or some shit. Norman Powell missed. His line was 22.5 yesterday. Somebody else. I can't remember. But I know all them bitches missed. I could look it up, but I'm not. AJ Mitchell over 11.5 points. And then down here we got Dylan Brooks to score 20. It is against the Wizards. He averages 21 on the season. Last 10 games he averaged just 20 points, but the line's at 19.5. Kevin Porter Jr. over 16.5 points. I talked about Chet and Jalen Brunson. Let me see what my definitely, the top 3 is always the top 3 pick. So Jamal Murray hit 3 threes, Andrew Wiggins to score 12 points, and Jordan Poole to score 12 or more points. That's going to be the top 3 plays. Did I do the trends? No trends. I mean, yeah, I did the trends. We only got 5 of them. Joel, Reed Shepherd. Joel's going on the cover. Reed Shepherd, Durant. Yes, I did all that. Oh, I think that'll do it. Is it? I'm really Rico. You already know. Let's get this dough, bruh. Peace. I'm out.